7. Patrick over here is level 1.
Only just updated today, reading one.
Can't not say that is dope cut. Alrighty. FA-18C. I believe that was... Okay. Might be able to talk a bit normaler now. I believe that was a MiG-29 that just took off over there. What I just did is turn the battery on. Today's going to be a tutorial on how to start the F-18 in, or the FA-18C in DCS. This is a high fidelity aircraft. By all means, it took me a while to get up in the air and learn everything. So what I just did was turn the battery on and close the canopy. Obviously, I've got my audio to canopy a little less lower. Right, so what we're going to do is turn this knob down here. This is, what is this? INS. So this is your navigation, and you put it on ground because we're starting on the ground. That's CV is for aircraft, ground, and it basically pinpoints your location and centers your alignment and makes it so that your navigation is on point. We'll just arm the ejection seat. I believe this is just restraints. Okay, so we can turn the APU on. You hear that? That gets this fans spinning. We'll see if we can see them. No, couldn't see him. But see that green light? How it goes on. Now we can turn this on. Engine crank. We can also turn the airflow on. I think that's oxygen. OBOGS. I wouldn't even fucking know. I don't fuck with that shit. So we can now crank right engine. It's very loud outside the cockpit, but you can hear it spooling up. If you're wearing headphones, best to wear headphones. You'll hear it spool up on the right side. And that will give us access to turn on all of this HUD display. So there's about 4 knobs, 2 dials, and 4 knobs. This one here is for your HUD up the very center. Then once this gets to 20%, actually, 0 to 30% already, I've got my engine start to shift 2 for right engine, and that'll inject the fuel. So then that will turn that to idle. See how this here is on idle. Yeah, that's spooling up there. Right side, and all of this HUD should come on. Because now there is a generator, because the turbine acts as a generator. And this is your helmet HUD. See how it all comes on then?
Flight controls.
Okay. That master caution, if you're sick of it and there's nothing wrong with your plane, just press it. See, there's my HUD control. There's my HUD control out here. In my helmet. So it pretty much just displays all of this, a very simplified version of this when you're looking outside here. So you don't lose your speed and your altitude and your direction heading. The G's you're pulling, the angle of attack. and obviously we're on nose wheel steering, as that says there, NWS, nose wheel steering. Okay, we're going to go up and head and start the left engine. We're going to flick this over to support and turn it on FCS. Now this is just flight control system. I actually like this on RDR. And that looks about aligned, so we can turn that on to nav, and then that's just, these are just your presets to get your aircraft aligned with the world, like the earth, let's say. That's hit 30, so we can shift 1 on the keyboard, because I do not have a fancy HOTAS system like these other fellas, but you don't really need one. It's pretty fucking good just with a HOTAS, just with a joystick. So you see that engine crank, that turned off then. Engine oxygen flow is on, everything's on, mirrors. We got bit failures. I don't really stuff around with that. Here we can do this. We can turn that on to bit, I'm pretty sure, and we can turn that on. We can arm, and to get weapons on your aircraft before you take off, you press Alt, and the is that a semicolon? No, it's a little dash that goes above. I'm not really good at English. Per se, I like this loadout, AIM-9X. Okay.
Copy.
Don't worry, engines are still on, but you'll see missiles. You'll see 2 AIM-RAMs, AIM-20s, and an AIM-9X gets shoved right there, or it gets shoved to the belly. So refueling, they added a tank. We'll just see if we can. It'll be very noisy. We will just audio volume. Okay. See that plane jolt? There's our two. There's our 2 fuel tanks, right here and here. Oh, there's 3 fuel tanks, 6 AMRAMs, 1, 2, 3 on each side, and 2 AIM-9X. So this is the F-18. So we'll turn that back up to 60. Alright, and see this emergency brake. Tap it. You gotta wait until that hits in between the 2 and 4, 3000 brake pressure. Oh my god, it's a bit, yeah. Ah well. Have the flaps on full, I believe, for takeoff. And we'll just keep my joystick there. And then I like to lock my... so then this cross comes up like I'm pressing buttons, but I just like to lock it there, so then in the center. Okay, so we're going to apply fly throttle, and W is your nose brake, and S in the F-18 is a high powered nose wheel steering. See how that high comes up? That high comes up right there, HI, and that means your aircraft will turn sharper, whereas I'm full turning with no high, and this is with it. Okay, so, oh, Viper 31, Viper 31, lost a fight with gravity, lovely. Okay, so we will go, remember the nose wheel steering, that'll help you out a lot. We're going to get down to here, Threat level severe.
Alrighty, so keep in mind I did fuck up. I forgot to turn my radar on and reset the bleed air control system. You meant to just turn it 360 degrees. I might highlight it, I might not, but it'll be definitely highlighted in my next video. Same with the radar. I'll touch over that again. We're just going to pull out onto the runway. I also forgot how to turn on my what are they called? They're called the signal lights for flying. You know, the red and green flashing shit on each wing. Yeah, but we'll get there in the end. I got it moving, got it up in the air, but a few things that I could have done better. But we should be good. You'll see me bitch about the radar not working later on, so yeah, that'll be a fun time. Enjoy the rest of the video.
So we're just gonna pull up here. One thing I did forget is shit, where are they? This is kind of embarrassing. I forgot how to turn my navigation lights on. Oh, well, it's daytime. We'll figure that out in a later video. Okay. So no one's coming. We're just gonna pull out into the runway here. I think we got a longer stretch down that way. Longer stretch of runway. Wait, don't let that hit 800. Launch. Afterburners on. And just align yourself with the nose wheel steering. Let me hit about 200 before I can take off. Landing gear, flaps. Turn that on. I'm going to cut out of afterburner. Really the best way I do it is you go F2. See that? So that is my little tutorial. And if you want to get set up for weapons and stuff, so these are your countermeasures. I'm gonna put it on, or I like it on semi-auto, so it'll select the type of countermeasure. So it'll deploy 2 chaff and 2 flare. 2 chaff and 2 flare each time I press the dispense button. So and then it'll automatically, and I'll just save that. We're going too high. Level out at 17,000. Pretty good view from up here. We've got, we'll just go see what this is. Oh, we've hit a bit of a, we're only going 170. It's not too.
1-1, Dodge 2, request picture.
Dodge 2, request picture. Okay, we're gonna that's new. I'm pretty sure this is a, we're gonna chuck afterburners on it and we're just gonna push up. Push up, I think he's sitting at about 20,000 feet, I'd say. What was that? That was 83 miles. Okay, I think I gotta pay attention to that a bit more. Everybody's probably screaming. If someone's watching this, they're probably screaming at me. But I think, yes, look. Flanking. What is he? 79 miles. I'll have to figure out how to put waypoints into the radar and go 79 miles, such and such degrees. Just here. I need to figure out how to turn the fucking data on, but we'll do that in a later video. He's sitting pretty comfortably at 30,000 feet. We can even no, we can't. Okay. Okay, come on then. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Waypoint position. Again. Here we got this attack radar. We're struggling to use it. Ready. It's not ready. Why is it not ready?
Okay, so future me laughing at myself again. You see that little the knob right next to the navigation? That's my radar. Let's just get that straight.
Well, we're getting closer. There's two MiG-29As. but we can't pick them up on bloody radar because we're absolutely not cooking with this radar thing. Well, radar business is getting me a bit flustered. So we will end the video there, and I'll go work out how to use this bloody radar. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be back with a radar video.